Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Wednesday night stream. I hope everybody is well this fine Wednesday evening. Welcome to the world of Azeroth and the busyness that is Stormwind. Sitting here admiring the auction house as I consider jumping down. Hey there Sorox, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been this past couple of days? And Hezekiah, how are you? How is your Wednesday so far? Hope all is well. I'm going to consider going down here. I hope so too. Now, I wasn't on all of yesterday, so I'm expecting a lot of my auctions to have expired. So I'm imagining a big relisting day today. So let's go down and have a look at the mailbox. Let's get started on these. There's going to be quite a few of them. And let's have a look what we got first. Oh, we've got a couple of sales, which is a good start. That's 761 gold. So let's take the expires and then run through everything else. How much bag space have I got? I bet I haven't got a lot of bag space. No, I don't. Okay. So we'll need to maybe create a little bit of space here. Maybe if I can move that Tide Spray linen over. That creates a bit of space. Inventory is full. Right, here we go. Let's go. Post this lot on first. Hey Nori, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, let's start with a post scan. Now, has the new posting prices been implemented yet? I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet. So that's something to look out for. To see whether the extra costs on the stacks of things is going to affect me any. It shouldn't do too much because I don't post in stacks of singles. But I do post some stuff on that doesn't sell. So I'll be losing more on the posting price of those things. So that's something I'm going to have to watch out for. I don't actually get a listing fee with TSM, so you have to go into the regular TSM to be able to see it. So we'll see what happens. I'll have a look at my gold at the top and see how much goes down. Hey Anniex, hey, excellent, it arrived. Glad to hear it. Fixed perfect. Fantastic. Glad it arrived safely in once. Dawn Slat, thank you very much for the follow. Haven't seen it, but also never post stacks of one. Yeah, so I think for a lot of people we'll get we'll avoid that hopefully. Viking Gamer and Bullseye and Sensors, how are you all? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome one and all. We're just doing a scan, which is taking a little while at the moment. We'll just let that run through whilst everyone comes through. We're just basically going to have quite a lot of reposts to do. I could do with clearing out my bags a little bit because it's looking quite full. TSM has taken quite a while just starting off this scan. Have to be productive IRL, but have you been? But you have it off my TV so you can listen along. Excellent, Sensor, very nice. Brain Manager, how are you? On your server, prices of red-tailed loach and anchorweed have started to explode. So nice. Excellent, Nori. I haven't checked anchorweed. I watched Breg's video that he released recently talking about anchorweed and moonlight salmon. The moonlight salmon I've got some of at a decent price, but anchorweed I hadn't really looked into. I got this going on for quite a while at the moment. Over 700 on yours. Actually, whilst we're here and talking about it, let's have a quick look. Anchorweed. So, yeah, it's up at 589. So it looks like the same has happened here. Oh, well. Is that Patheos or is it Theos? Thank you very much for the prime. That's very kind of you. Thank you ever so much for your support. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Here's a whole load of Sama Chef's hat. Thank you ever so much. Really, really kind of you. Mushy, how are you? You sold 70 for 700 gold each, Nori. Wow, okay. Finally caught a stream live. Been following me on YouTube a while. Thank you for the chill commentary. Oh, that's very kind of you. And thanks again. Silent voicey, as you like. Happy to catch you live. Silent or voiced. Okay. Well, it's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Lord Albrecht, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just having a look at anchorweed, which is quite high here, looking at 589. That is probably the highest we've seen. Not that I've looked for it before, so that's something to look out for. You should have did a video on what's the stockpile now and sell it on Ray Day. Salmon anchorweed were there. That's why the price skyrocketed. Yes, Breg did the video on it. I watched it earlier today. And so Breg talked about anchorweed, and he talked about the moonlight salmon, and he also talked about a rune. And what was the... I wrote it down. What was the name of the rune that Breg talked about? The battle-scarred augment rune. That was the other thing he talked about. Let's have a look at that. Battle-scarred. Will that come up, I wonder? No. What about augment rune? See if anything comes up there. Defiled augment rune. Focus one. Oh, there. Oh, so I've got a hyphen in it. That's why. So that's up at 999. Wow. There we go. So that's another one to look out for. Not at that price though. That certainly is expensive. You sold all your stock and you're farming new. Yeah, I got a feeling that people are going to be buying this, or at least trying to get hold of it for the next few weeks. That one's from Dungeons, yes, I believe it is. Hey Vikram, how are you? What's the best way to make gold fast? You made 20k by farming ore, early BFA. Any good advice? Well, I hear ore is quite a good one. Maybe branch out into herbs as well, and look for the anchorweed, and also look into fishing and the moonlight salmon. And this, if you can do some dungeons and get this, then they're all going for quite a high price, and they're in quite high demand at the moment. You bought out feast though, 1.9 to 3.5, 35 of them. Now the price is at 7k, and you sold 7 already. That's very nice. Your vertical monitor used, what is it? You want to get a second monitor, but not enough room on your desk for a horizontal one. This one is a Dell monitor. The one I'm looking at my chat on. I got it cheap on eBay for about £20. No, was it £40 I got it for? I can't remember the model number of it though. Runes are from missions, you're 11-11 mythic and did not see a single one drop. Oh, okay, Sorox. And good evening, Severi, how are you? So, let's have a look at Bountiful Captain's Feast whilst we're looking at some things. Actually, no, let's look at the Midnight Salmon as well whilst we're looking at all three of these things. Let's look at the salmon. How's that doing? The Midnight Salmon is over 500 now, at 578. So all of these are quite highly priced. I've got 203 purchased. I've got 116 left. My average purchase price is 205. Mickey Wins, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome aboard. We're just doing a little bit of checking on the shopping. We've got some expires coming up soon. We also need to do some posting of things. So let's go back and run a post scan and get this going. If this scan doesn't start, we'll go back and clean my bags out and do a reload, see if we can get that. What do I think will be the best solo and 3v3 PvP class this expansion? I'm not sure, Jack Thomas. I've only just recently gotten into doing a bit of PvP myself, and I'm really enjoying Discipline Priest. I've got quite a good survivability and also supportability. You sold about 20 honourable the last 24 hours. Excellent, Mushy. Very nice. Affliction Lock, Discipline Priest, and Frost DK. Oh, excellent. So good to know that Samadan's up there. Oh, hello. And Regalthus, how are you? Finally got your chef's hat? Took you quite a few months. Yeah, it took me a good couple of months as well. Glad you got it though. Welcome to the chef's hat club. Disc is the best PvP healer at the moment. Excellent. Even when played by Samadan, perhaps. Or perhaps not. I've still got some learning to do. I did have a little play with my voodoo settings to see if I can add in a few extra spells. So maybe I can give that a go a bit later. So looking at all these things, Bountiful Captain's Feast is currently still at 499.8. This is just to test the market to see if any are selling at the moment. They're not at the moment, but let's have a look how many are actually on. Oh yeah, there's only one on at 5,000, and then oh no, there's another 4 there. So the price at the moment is just holding for the moment. We'll see how that goes. Excuse me. I'll post mine on anyway because it's a good profit. AVQ random heroic as a tank because no tank's actually doing heroics. Biz offers a satchel to tanks at Q. Oh right, excellent. Forgot about the bonus satchel. You're right. Also see it sometimes as a healer. Yeah, sometimes as a healer you get it. Yeah. Gurubashi coins of 1k each on your server a couple of days ago. Are they good? What are the Gurubashi coins? Back then the level cap was like 85. Had a maxed out Frosty K was a thing coming back. The expansion was curious what the meta was. Aha, okay. We haven't done it yet, Anix. We are literally just going through all our reposting first. We haven't even started on that one. So let's get going on that. Let's post everything up. And then we can carry on. Confirm all this lot. Oh, so they're decent for collectors. Go for 70 to 100k usually. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's amazing. I love it when stuff like that goes. Which ones failed? A couple failed. Okay, we'll scoop those up in the next batch. What I'll do is I need to clear up some space. You've got loads of stuff here that just needs to go into my guild bank if I've got room. I don't actually have a lot of room. Enchanting's looking quite full. Fish and stuff. The cooking's definitely full. And cooking ingredients. So we've got a bit of space here. Let's move over some more of this consumable stuff. The lower loaf. Noodlescape, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. Let's go with that and that. We did buy a whole load of Frenzied Blacktooth at a decent price. So I'm going to pop those in here. And clear that space out. We've also got a lot of enchanting things here. So I can probably take one stack of the Chaos Crystals out. Not using a lot of that at the moment. Probably take another one out. And the same for the tailoring. Windwool cloth can go in. I need to make that into bolts. Got that going. And then what else have I got space for? Let's go down here. And let's put some of this Tide spray away. Don't quite need as much as this for the moment. Got a bandage there I don't really need to do anything with. So let's do that one. There we are. What have we got there? No, not bolts, in hoods. Yes, that's right. I use it for the hoods. But I need bolts to make those. Hey, Rasheen, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Redbeard, do you mind if I can't quite work out the letters of the first bit, but thank you very much for the follow. You caught me in time this time, Rasheen. Right at the beginning. Shoot your message. Oh, that's kind of you. Right, okay, so we've cleared off a little bit here. Power mana, motor mana, let's pop some of those in the enchanting slots, if you've got space. Oh, Funky, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Really, really kind of you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you ever so much for your support. See a load of Samadan chefs in there. And Simon, thank you very much for the follow. Or Sinner, sorry, got that wrong. Thank you very much. All your support is really appreciated. Embroidered deep sea satin. I don't think I actually need that just yet. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay, that's a whole load of stuff. It's racking up the follows. Yeah, definitely. We're over 3,000 now, which is amazing. So thank you all for your support. It really is appreciated. Let's open up the expires. Go through these. Ali Manarina, thank you very much for stopping by. How are you? Oh, that's amazing. All those happy little chef's hats. Thank you ever so much, everyone. What have we got here? Peace Bloom, Earthroot and Silverleaf. Where's that from? Very kind of you to help out. Actually got 300 today. Herbs for love. Gift from a viewer. Vanilla herbs for El Morty. Oh, that's very kind. Let's just reply. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. There we go. Send that back. Take those, or send those on to El Morte, or sell them. El Morte can use them. Have a bit of potion making. And let's go on, just do a few more TSM bits. Let's get some more expires, fill up our inventory. So you got back to WoW 4 days ago. What are good things to make gold on nowadays? Interesting one. We're just about to hit a new phase in the expansion. So we've got the raid coming out. So anything that's going to help people with the raid is a good thing. So the feasts, the potions, the flasks, that is. So think about what people are going to be buying a lot of and have a look at those. Hey, War God Stumpy, how are you? And hi, peeps, and got my mount already. Been a while. I haven't got the mount yet, War God. We're still trying to get the last sort of 500 odd thousand, well 600,000. We've kind of been stuck on there for a little while. What made you become a priest? I just really like the healing classes, really. It was the first character I made in World of Warcraft, and it's stuck with me ever since. So Samadan's been around for the whole sort of since pre-vanilla. Tailoring for sure, but wait a week, alchemy and enchanting will skyrocket. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for as well. Items used for wall fronts, and stockpile them and dump them when wall fronts come out. Yeah, I haven't looked into wall fronts yet. Right, let's run. I'm still running on a scan here, so let's do a reload to refresh that, and then we'll get that working properly. I can see myself spending a lot of tonight just reposting things on. Hold on to the herbs? Quite possibly, quite possibly. Oh. Noodlescape, thank you very much for the Prime sub. That's really, really kind of you. Welcome also to the Samadan squad. Here's a whole load of chef's hats for you to use as you will. Thank you very much for your support. Again, have clueless people undercutting by 10k on enchants. From 53k, they post theirs at 39, and now a few more post at that price. It's going downhill from now on. Yeah, it just happens, doesn't it, Severi? Alright, let's try this again. Let's run another post scan. Okay. You need rep to get the second feast recipe. Should probably work on that. Yes, me too, Brigalthus. I need to get to 120 to be able to even start on that one. No, that's the thing, Severi. People will always think differently to you. We are a unique species in that everyone is different. So yeah, there's always going to be something someone will do quite unexpected. Tortolan, yes, it is the turtles. I can't remember what it is. I remember seeing it in my cooking tab that I need to get. I think it's revered. Let me just have a look whilst that's scanning. I'll go to my standard user interface. I'm in the same place. Bountiful Captain's Feast. This one. You need Tortolan Seekers. You need Honoured for the rank 2, it would seem. And Revered for rank 3. Ah, there we go. Someone just bought one of those coins for 167k. Wow. That's a huge difference to 1k Redbeard. Someone just posted 9 stacks of one anchor weed for 197. 9k in posting fees that they'll never get back. Very true. Unless they were trying to somehow shift gold somewhere. That could be a thing, I wonder. Let's post up my things whilst I'm here. Since I'm doing mine in bigger stacks, I shouldn't have to worry about the posting fees. Yeah, definitely. If you've got honoured, go for it. Let's go through, post a bit more. How's our bags looking now? Still full. These swamp fish and chips aren't selling now because the price has gone. So what could I do with these? This was kind of a bad investment. I was hoping they were going to sell for more. My price is too high because my slimy mackerel I bought for too high. So I'm not able to do these into a profit. So the only way to really do something with this is to make either slight loss on them or try and do it in a bigger stack amount. Let's try, what was it? Swamp fish and chips. Swamp fish and chips. Yeah, we're here at 25 gold. Ideally, I'd want to be up here at the 42 gold mark at least. So I'm losing, crafting cost is actually 44 gold. So I need to be really up here. They'll go for more next week. Raiders will need them, and for Mythic Plus. Okay, that's good to know. So what I'll do, I wonder how much it would cost to post them up at about here. At 50 gold. What would the max be? 11 stacks. Is it worth putting them on there? Or is it actually better for me to... I know what I'll do is I'll hold on to them for the moment and I'll just send them to another character. I'll send them to Bridget. Let's go send them. Can I do all of them? There we go. Swamp fish and chips. Contacts. Alts. Bridget. Have a load of swamp fish and chips. See if you can sell them later. I'll hold on to those. There we go. Timson says that some BFA greens inventory cost around 2... Oh, I missed that one. Cost around 2k, but can't imagine it to be true. Okay. Yeah, you can scrap and disenchant them, so they will have a value in different methods, as Surok said. Auction house seems much better today on Trainer. Oh, excellent. Hopefully Blizzard will be able to fix things. Maybe it's to do with the single stacks. Would that have an effect already? Right, let's check the inbox. Let's get some more expires going. Still got loads and loads of things to post on. So, onwards and upwards. Hopefully you can get some sales as well. If it's plate, you get a certain item for scrapping. For cloth, you get cloth. Leather, you get leather. Yeah, maybe the ore will be useful. Why didn't those two come through? I've got space. There we are. That was a strange one. Let's do a quick reload. Get some more coming through. Yeah, because the ore, I think, is the most pricey out of the materials. Pricey, even a word? Yes, it is. Well, I think it's spelt with a E-Y, C-E-Y. I'm not sure. I think it's kind of just a slang word anyway. Okay, let's do some more expires whilst we're here. Try and reduce the amount we're going to post on. There we go. That should be a full inventory now. Lots of things to post on, so let's get to it. Hey Occuper, how are you? Doing very well, thank you very much. Just doing a mass load of reposting at the moment. We have an awful lot of stuff to get on, so just running through it. So to make call from tailoring at the moment. Yes, the honourable combatant stuff's the way to go at the moment. Although you do need marks of honour to get the higher ranks, which is what I'm working on at the moment. Jack, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, the deposit fees I've got to watch out for. It doesn't seem to be hitting me too badly at the moment because I'm not doing stacks of one. So we'll see how it goes, see what kind of prices I'm going to have to take. Because I do want to get all my auctions on. And the bags, yeah, that's true. Silkweave satchels are always good. Six Moon, greetings to you too. How are you? Hey, don't post many trade mats, do I? Normally crafted items, yes, exactly. So they're mainly the singles that I tend to post. And if I do post trade mats, I'll be doing them. Oh, we're still scanning out. I'll be doing them at stacks of 200 more than anything else. The vendor for the Mark of Honor, if you go into Borealis and look at the map, you'll see a PvP icon. He's just there inside a building. You've added the deposit fee to the tooltip info as a custom value. Oh, excellent, 6 Moon. I was looking, I was going to do something similar myself. I haven't worked out how to do it yet. But I saw that was a thing a couple of weeks ago on the WoW economy thing, and I thought, okay, that's a good idea. I'm restocking by buying the actual crafted enchants. Crystals are 6.5k, and enchants that use one are for 1.1 to 4k. I know, it's crazy sphere, isn't it? Found it on Google, did you, 6 Moon? Okay, I shall have to use some Google foo on that one and sort it out. That'll be quite handy to do. Okay, let's get all this lot on. What kind of auction house fee was this going to be then? 5972, so that's about 300 in auction fees. Not massive really, considering the amount of stuff I just posted on. Let's go take another load of stuff. Load more expires. Work our way through our 200 mails. Got quite a lot of things here. And also everything's expired on my other characters, so I really need to go and check in on those. Make sure they've got something to sell. You never know. Might as well try and sell it whilst I've got the stock. I haven't done any of the alchemy things for a long while. Haven't done anything like ghost iron ore or living steel for ages. Haven't used my farm in ages. There's still loads of stuff I want to do. Okay, load more expires. Do I need to be unlocking the next tier of recipes? Is that for you talking about the tailoring, Noodle? You should be alright. I mean, my tailoring at the moment is at 120, and I've got a few rank 2s. Oh, there we go. A few rank 2s and a couple of rank 1s for the combatant stuff. The bags I'm at rank 2 automatically through the vendor. And now I need to get revered with Order of Embers. So that's going to take me a long while to get that. But these ones are all marks of honour that you need. And you need 4 for the rank 3s. But you can trade them between characters, so that's worth doing. Okay, let's get another lot on. Yeah, I mean, anything you can get a higher rank means higher profits, so it's definitely worth doing. Oh, we haven't posted the Guardian cover up actually. Let's just do that now. Let's try a trade chat for it. Where's it in my bags? Guardian Cub. There it is. Let's see if this works. I don't tend to like posting in trade chat. Hey. You never know. Let's move that back. And let's post it on. Run a post scan. Oh, Gold Queen, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's BFA been treating you? Waste of time stuff's selling quite well for you, Six Moon, is it? I've had a couple of sales, nothing too significant at the moment though. Jack in there with the flattery. All the way Star Wars tea. That was a good thing. Yes, Cable. I like this one. This one's oh, can't quite see it. There we go. This one was on QWERTY. Nice Star Wars t-shirt in the style of the Apocalypse Now. It's quite a nice one, that one. I've got another one coming, which is a nice 70s TIE Fighter one. Right, nearly done with all of this. Here we go. People wanting to buy tie spray linen. Right, let's post these on. Let's see what we're coming with here. Various bits and pieces. Confirm all of those. There's something that sounds like wind chimes. Someone's got a pet there that I can hear tingling away. I wonder what that is. It's not Pierre. Someone's got a bee. Is it there? Could be that. Don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, more expires down to 146. So let's quickly go through the next ones. Noble Garden Bunny. Ah, okay. Thank you, Hindsight. Let's get another load done. Down to the last 198. So let's do a quick reload. Get another lot on. Stone Deluxe, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's do another lot, come through, load more expires. Lots of enchants. There we go. Okay, inventory's full. What is my slash played? That's an interesting one. Considering I haven't played I didn't do any of Pandaria, I didn't do any of Cataclysm or Wars of Draenor or the beginning of Legion. My slash played since vanilla is 79 days, 4 hours and 38 minutes, and I would say a good at least half of that was spent at 110. I can't remember the last time I did it. But yes, my time played this level is 2 hours and 51 minutes. So not long at all. BFA treated me very well so far. Haven't hit max level. I'm really enjoying the journey as I go at the moment. So what I've been doing is a little bit of PvP, a lot of profession stuff, doing my auction house, and a little bit of the which one is it? The Tide Sage storyline. Is there a place to find my TSM list and settings? Yep, there you go. Paste bin, that should be my post BFA paste bin now. I think I updated that one. Let me just double check that's the right one. That was... yeah, that's got up to my... that's my latest paste bin with the various bits in there. You're more... yeah, I updated it. Thank you, Sorox. Yeah, it's rough around the edges. It's not complete by any stretch, but you're more than welcome to take a look at it, put it on a new profile just to have a look, and more than welcome to just pick at it, see if there's anything you like, want to take, adjust it as much as you like, because it's yours to do with what you will. My auction house has always been quite fast because I'm on a low pop realm. Other people have had problems still on high pop realms. So yeah, it all depends on your server and the time of day, really. Hey, Pissy Pedden. Now my son can pronounce that quite well. Ohio Gozaimasu. I think is something like that. But thank you for stopping by. Like the state. I think it's pronounced like that. Or it's pronounced, I don't know how else it might be pronounced. Ohio? What do you think is the best buff for food to eat while questing? Interesting one. I mean, I don't tend to eat food whilst questing, but anything that gives you a speed boost is bound to be useful. I know Bear Tartar's been nerfed quite a lot, so that's not necessarily the best one now. Pizza. Made 2 mil the first 3 days by hitting Dark Moon super fast. Then the auction house was unusable on your server, so you've been ignoring it mostly. Ah, right. Well, she says carrots. Clean PC. Alright. Oh, we've got some more sales in. Slightly higher now. Spent the middle of that. $1. Spent the middle of that one. $180 of Blizz balance. Wow. Pizza gives crumbs on the keyboard. Ooh, a cavern moccasin has sold. Interesting. That's quite cool. A pet sale. Let's go through, do another one, and get the last of the mailbox in, and then we can look at reposting everything up. Yeah, but then that's just going to be gross, isn't it, Gold Queen? You don't want saliva on your keyboard. Okay, and the final mailbox. Some more expires. Get rid of those. And so we have 55,000 gold. We have 1, 2, 3 honourable combatant stuff. 2 of the pants and 1 of the boots, which we accidentally made too many of those. So we've at least managed to sell one for 5,700, which is okay actually. That I don't think was quite a loss at 5,700. Not so bad. First time catching my stream. Oh, excellent, Stone Deluxe. Well, thank you ever so much for stopping by. What would I think about making an advanced tutorial to TSM4? Really love the intro series. Really good at explaining. Oh, thank you very much. I was thinking of doing something like a deep dive into certain professions. The ones that I know about anyway, because I don't obviously do all the professions. But something like enchanting or tailoring, I'd be quite happy to, you know, run through a deep dive and set one up from scratch. That's kind of an idea I've been punting about in my head. Right, let's take the 55,000. That's a good start. We still need to keep up with the honourable combatant stuff, obviously. We also need to make sure we can level up a bit more. And we also need to do some PvP battlegrounds to get some more marks of honour. So there's a few things we need to do. We also need to look at the price of various items, like Shalder Eye Silk, Tide Spray Linen, see if there's anything we need to restock on. Obviously I'm at 4.4 million now, so I would like to avoid spending too much if I can. Lots of pets coming up here. Be nice if we get some more sales of those. Can you order you one? Yeah, everyone's got a taste for pizza now. Actually, what I do need to do is restock on my enchants that are selling well. Make sure that those are coming through still. Because we are still selling the old enchants and some of the old... I did that one earlier, Jack, I think just before you came on. Didn't get any whispers from it. Looking at disenchanting cheap greens for gloom dust. You bought greens for 100 gold each. And they mostly disenchant 4 to 8 gloom dust. And they sell fast in the auction house. Interesting. We were doing the other one, the higher one for the crystals. But I hadn't thought about doing it for the gloom dust, because I can make the bracers quite easily and get gloom dust that way. Some garlic. Nice. Does T-Span ever cause my game to crash? Occasionally. Neresis. I've not had a complete crash though with Mr. Potato and TSM, so I think I've probably been lucky in that respect. Gloom Dust is 30 gold each on your realm, might be cheaper other places. Yeah, it depends on, all servers vary obviously. So whilst I'm here, I just want to have a quick look. Let's do Shalder Eye Silk first, because that's always good to look for. Anything under 2 gold, 42. People are still posting it on for less, so we'll take it all up, because this is just free gold for a small amount of time. Salamo, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Been watching my YouTube, but thank you very much. Very kind of you to say so. And bags, sell. Are the Iron Dwarves out now? This is new. When did the Iron Dwarfs come out? Do another one, where are we at? You saw 2 of them today. Oh, fantastic. Always wanted to make one of those. Let's get that one and that one. 12 of 50 here. Okay, let's take these up. The fast ones have the reputations now, right? Exalted with 7th Legion. Wow. People are going fast. Aren't they stopping to enjoy the game? At BFA's launch, but you need to BFA rep. Only just seeing them now. Wow. I'll take that 120. Might as well take that 200, even though that's one off. And then I'm gonna leave that one on for the auction house gods and take those 4. There we go. And so the Silkweave satchels, we'll need to restock on those. I also want to look. Here we go. The weapons and the armor. We did these as a favorite search, so we can do these here. So we need to check the price of the veiled crystals first. There we go. Oh wow, Salamoa, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you also for your support. Welcome to the Samadan squad, and here's a whole load of chef's hat to use at will. They do not enjoy the game. Oh, and a double sub here. We've got Stanali. Thank you very much for using your Prime. welcome also to the Samadan squad. And another load of chef's hat for you as well. Thank you very much both for your support. Absolutely amazing, thank you very much. They do not enjoy the game, they just see a grind, it stops, then raid comes, grind that up, stops, grind another raid. They do not enjoy the game and story and all of the cool things they just grind. Yep, there's something for everyone, even those that just want to go straight through. Alright, there we go. So this is at 6,200. So if I wanted to sell any veiled crystals, I've actually purchased 4 of them for 5,400. So what I need to do now is go back to my shopping and look for any weapons or armor that's epic that I can disenchant for less than 6,000. So I'll have a little look. So there's something there. Combatant's plate arm guard. Let's change this by price. How many of these are on? For 2,900. Let's take that one, that one, that one. Well, they're all going to be 6,000 or less, so it's worth buying these. How many of these are there? And we'll take another 3,000. And then I could really go up to the 6,000 here and push it all the way. So let's try that. Because that's even 1,000 profit on those. Even though we're getting close to my margin, I may struggle to get things for this price. 5,000, 5,000. Now 6,000 I'm going to stop there. Hey, Marsba, how are you? Leveling enchants is expensive, yeah. Oh, we've just sold an Honourable Combatant's Satin Belt of the Peerless. Yeah, keeping hold of them is also an option, because I do want to level up my enchanting to... What is it? Oh, there we go. Satin Boots of the Peerless has gone as well. So someone's going for the Peerless here. A belt and boots. Well, that's cool. So I'll have to make some more of them. So let's go back and look for weapons. Now, weapons I don't think will be as cheap, but you never know. What's the hash in the circle? Hash whereabouts? I don't see one. So these are 10,000, so they're not going to be that much. The number in the circles, you mean this one here? This number is from opening up the stack and you get 4 of them in there. So this tells you there's like 6 of these, and if you expand it out you can see all 6. And there's 2 of these, and you expand that, and it's new to 4.2. It's quite handy. A little bit of extra information they've added in. So far you sold 40 honourable. Wow, okay. So with that in mind, let's also look for deep sea satin, because we need that for our honourable. Our average purchase price is 71, so there's not a lot that's under 71. We have 687, so we have a decent amount so far. I'll leave that, but we need our tide spray in order to be able to make our expulsum, because we'll be using the bracers to make expulsum. Yes, I did. Thank you, Mushi, for the paste bin. My paste bin is there, ready for you to use if you would like. Yeah, well, 1,700 tide spray, so I think that's enough for now. And then we did have a look at all those. Veiled crystals we looked at. How is aromatic fish oil looking at the moment? Elevated, how are you? And when I search for TSM, can you put in slashes for the search, like weapon slash 170 slash epic, and then a price limit? You probably could. So let's have a look at that. Let's try a 20 gold fish oil, that's good. So let's go back to our favourites and try the armour, and then stop that one, and then we'll do a slash 10,000 gold. And there we go. It scanned anything under 10,000 gold. So yes, it does work. So this is essentially what the advanced search does. It does things like a string like this, but it just makes it a nice, easy interface. I'd never used it before Jack pointed it out to me. Could that work with a price source? Quite potentially. I wonder what kind of... I mean, you go for what? 30% DB market, I wonder? Or let's say 50% DB market. Would that be a thing you could do? No, that doesn't seem to work. What about a space in there? No, I don't see one there. So maybe not. Maybe just DB market. Let's try that. No, invalid search filter. We see that coming up in the chat there. We changed the deposit source to clear the auction house for one sector. Yes, they did, Pulsar. I spotted that. Level Lexvel, thank you very much for the follow. Do you have to wait forever for your TSM to scan? Sorry for all the questions. No worries, Noodlescape. Some auction houses are slower than others. And I'm lucky to be on one of the faster ones. So I just had a slash 600 at the end. Yeah, 6,000, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Like Sam did. Right, caught up with that now. Okay, got through that. So, also we need to look at restocking things. We've got a few satchels. Let's get those off and back on. That's a must for sure. So we've got 25,000 coming in from those two honourable combatant stuff. So those are definitely worth doing. Let's get them going. But first off, we got a whole load of stuff here. We got all this stuff that we bought. So we're going to open up all of those. I have to remember to disenchant those. Wait for those to come through. What happened with the deposit costs? Put them higher for posting smaller stacks. Yes, they've added an extra percentage on. I can't remember the exact maths they've done with it, but it is essentially makes it a lot more expensive to do single stacks of one than it used to be. To try and 20%, as Oculus said. So if that's going to fix things, then hopefully. So we should be getting. Press the wrong button there because we need to go up one there. There we go. Wait for the mailing to come through on that window whilst I do this disenchanting on this one. So this should give me veiled crystals every time. Oh, and a number shard. Double one. And an extra number shard. So worth a little bonus extra. So these are selling for 6,000. Now I could use them to make some enchants, like the quick navigation enchant and help level up my enchanting. But I'm also thinking I could make some gold with these. So I'm going to try and do a bit of both. Eon said that it was only going to impact BFA mats, and it turns out it impacts all the mats. Was on the PTR for a day, then put live. No time to fix it. Well, they might hot fix it again. You never know. They can respond quite quickly to things like this, so you never know. Stop painting the whole picture. Remember, those changes also apply to Midnight Salmon or Anchorweed and every old world map that has also potentially high value. What was that from in? Because it was causing lag. Yeah, it's not necessarily the best fix, but I can see why they've tried to do it that way. Yeah, another veiled crystal. And another one. And then we'll open up this lot whilst we're here. There we go. Yeah, rushing anything out live is never a good idea, really, unless you've got some good feedback. I mean, the main thing they've got though is they were also suffering from the fact that the auction houses were so slow for everyone that was causing even bigger problem. So, it's a tricky one. With the method at the moment, you heard them saying it in the Q&A. Teach them not to sell it one at a time, but in the biggest possible stack. Yeah. I mean, selling in bigger stacks is always more convenient for people. I would certainly prefer it that way. Okay, got a load of stuff here that hasn't gone on. Min buyout at 299? That's a bit crazy. Okay, let's get the satchels on. Yeah, I guess there's always going to be someone who's going to want to try and manipulate the price somehow, in some way, shape or form, or manipulate the game. There's always going to be someone trying to think of a different way of doing something. Okay, so undercutting on those, 5,000 for that. Elemental Force has gone below min price now, which is a bit annoying, because that was a good one. Crafting cost is still 92 silver, but the price has gone down to 399. My min was at 500. So, I don't know. I mean, 378 for the Mooncloth... No, Mooncloth Robes at 7,000. Silkweaves at 378. And if you share 70, thank you very much for the follow. I like the extra 70. He actually couldn't understand why mate was telling me this morning that he didn't have enough gold on his level 12 to post peace blooms. I think what I realised it was because of the new deposit. Told him not to bother with the auction house and send him 5k gold instead. Yeah. Why not implement an algorithm based on how many of the items is available in the auction house to determine the rarity of the items? It's pretty hard to get a 200 stack of a rare material. It's even harder to sell 200 of a very high price material. Interesting. Why not introduce a cap on the posting fee scaling at certain price points? Yeah, I don't know how would you do it that would work. I mean, the whole auction house itself would need an overhaul, I think, so that it's not being caused by lag, or that you can avoid things. But I don't know. I mean, it is obviously a sticking plaster just to try and fix something that's broken at a different level. Just as Lucid Fox has said, yeah. Fix it better when I get some time. I had to do it now because each auction house is attached per server. Yeah, as Lucid Fox was saying, that's kind of like the problem. Okay, this looks like it's stalled. Scanning at 16 or 17. You need something, you post an order and the people fill it. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. It's going to do a Let's post these ones on as we can. Yeah, I thought there'd be an internal auction error. Looks very busy here at the moment. Let's move over to this one. Try again. Run a post scan. Want your wounds taken care of properly with good plasters. Yeah. It's been totally changed. Right, let's go through these. Post those on. So looking at these, how that's just been even line, you post a contract and someone accepts it, and then they go out and fulfill it. Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I wonder how you'd implement something like that. I mean, obviously, the farmers and the trade chat works for a certain amount with sort of like cash on delivery kind of things. On our forums, the guy wanted to post 7 anchor weed and the deposit fees were 600 gold. Okay, that does sound quite expensive just for 7 anchor weed. Okay, what have he got here that didn't go? Windwool cloth, not windwool, windwool hood is down at 149. Would have liked to have seen that higher. And I've already posted these shirts. The rich purple silk shirt has tanked down to 299, so that market's kind of annoying because I had bought some of them at 499, so 299 is even less. Someone's just really pushing the price of that down. I don't want to just keep buying it out because you can't keep up with the demand because it only costs 17 gold to make. So I either join them on the way down and then try and reset it higher when I can. That's an option. And the same with Elemental Force, down to 399. Well, at the moment, as I have the stock, it's better for me to do them than not do them. So, because it's still a profit for me. So, Elemental Force and Rich Purple Silk Shirt. Let's have a look at those two. So go into my groups. We have Enchanting, Elemental Force. It has its own group operation because I've done a manual one for this one. So posting wise, let's reduce this down to an eye-watering 150. Still keep my own normal at 2150. And then go back to my other one, which is in shirts, rich purple, which also I think has a bespoke operation, which we're going to change to, instead of 400, it was down to 299, so let's take that to 100 and do the same 150. That way we can at least get some on and get some sales, at least get rid of my stock I've got at the moment. There we go. Let me just see if I've missed anything. Raylinks, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry if I missed you there earlier. We import anything with attached operations, you get an error and the operations don't get connected to the groups. Stenali, I don't know. I've never really tried importing stuff with operations attached. Try putting it into a new profile, a fresh new profile. If you go into your settings and make a new profile, see if that works. Let me just post these on. There we go. So if you go into your settings here and you make a new profile, create a new profile, call it a name or something like a test or something like that, like I've got, and then create a new profile and import them into that and see if that works. Why would you wait until he has 200 not paying swap and deposit fee? Hey Real Sonics, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Seahorse, how are you? You did try that, okay, and it didn't work, okay. Not sure what else to suggest really with the operations. I've never tried it. Maybe post on the Discord, see if anyone's got any solutions. Fresh install as well. Used to be a known issue, I think about a week ago. Okay. Okay, not sure if it's being resolved in any current update of TSM4. Can you pick the operations when they come in and just choose not to have the operations? You see that? I saw it was fixed in 4.1, so it downgraded, but still got the issue. Okay, so I don't know, actually. Sorry, I can't help any further with that one, Stanley. Unless anyone else has got any ideas. Do you know what happens to your mail from the auction if you don't pick it up in 30 days? I post a bunch of stuff before you quit half a year ago, and your mailbox is now empty. Yeah, that does. I think there's a way if it's been like not that long, but I think they do eventually get destroyed. I think you can get them back if it hasn't been, say a week or something like that. But for 6 months, no. I think sadly they're gone. Sagitate, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, whilst I'm here, I just need to check on the auction house for some restocks. Now that we've just done all of that, those are on. So we'll go through enchanting restock, see if there's anything. You're very welcome. I'm glad you found them useful. Okay, so we'll go to our groups, we'll go down to our old enchanting stuff. Is it this lot? What have we got? Tome of Illusions Northrend, Dream Shards, Eternal Water, and Gift of Haste, which needs more Sorcerer's Fire. Okay, Eternal Water we need from the auction house, so I'll do that whilst I'm here. Now, Eternals are the things you got to think of the price, because if they're more than 70 gold, you can get them by buying the orbs and trading them in. So we'll go here, we'll open the task list, move that there, I haven't got enough space for this, and then buy from auction house, scan, move that back. So they're only 11 gold, so that is cheap for an Eternal Water. I'll buy those, thank you very much. Then we'll head back to the guild bank, leave my window hanging there at the bottom just so I don't have to close it. A little bit laggy, and then we'll open that up, get from guild bank, open up my enchanting tab, and then I need to make some arcana. So we'll go to our standard user interface, do a little bit of lay shatter. And I gotta say, even if PFA enchants aren't doing very well, old stuff is still super good. Came back from school to a 50k mailbox. Very nice, Sarnix. Have I got enough there? What do we just sell? Black Magery Vest. Interesting. Thank you for stopping by, Six Moon. Have a great day yourself. Yeah, the good thing about the old world enchants is they do still sell. So we just need to pick up that mail. There we go, done that. Close the task list. And then we can create our things that we want to create. Swap back over, move this back up to the top. Go to my crafting, and we should make these for apparently 3,800 profit. Yeah, if you've gone to the trouble of making all the leveling up your enchanting before the change, then it's really worth capitalizing on that and making something for a profit. Speaking of which, a couple of these are looking like they're in a profit. Look at that, Deadly Navigation is actually showing a profit. Currently at 8,000, and it costs 6,700 based on my veiled crystals being 5,400. And we know we just got some with a decent amount there. So I'm going to queue up one of those and create one, because I can make it for even more profit. I'll pop one of those on. Let's make, is that in a group? Let's have a look. BFA Enchanting. We've got a few here, quick navigation and deadly navigation. So let's go on to weapons. Let's make a new group for this. We'll call this weapons, and then we'll add in deadly and quick. Add those two in. Go check out the post made about buying out cheap 310 epics and disenchanting it. Yes, we had some really good results with that psionics earlier. Got some for 3,000. So it was really good. Like just yesterday, you got your vanilla enchanted to 300 and your outland enchanted to 75. Excellent. That's the thing. And then collecting up those rare recipes is really, really good. Worth doing. Okay, so we've got that. Now we'll need to assign that a group. Let's make it sure it's something with crafting in it. Say crafting. I've got a sell enchants one. Where's my sell enchants? Let's have a look at that. So what would my min max normal price be for these on my sell enchants group? Where is the deadly navigation? Is it this one? No. Deadly navigation. So min price is 7,300. Normal is 10,000 and max is 60,000. And quick navigation min is 7,300. So that's below min at the moment. So that won't work. So we'll just go with 1 at the moment, which is fine. I can do that one. Post something funny in Discord. Okay, I'll have a look at that one later, Mushy. Inventory add-on I use is called Addy Bags, Street Cat. There's a command for it if I do bags. There you go. Called Addy Bags. Very useful for organising things into categories. So I'm going to post those on. Add weapons in now. New group. Run a post scan. So what have we got here? Northrend's going on. Versatility's going on. So deadly navigation. We're going to try this for 7,800. The quick navigations, it's actually wanting to post them on at min price. I'm not sure whether it's worth posting things on at min price when there's competition like this for it. I mean, we're not quite there yet for something like this. Although that said, quick navigation is here. What we're better off doing is ignoring minimum price and putting them on for 8,500. So I'll go back to this. Go back to the auctioning list. So we'll post this on. There you go. Northrend, versatility. We'll get everything on. So deadly was fine. I actually have 2 of those. I'll take that and that. Now the quick, we're going to skip for now. We'll come back to this. I've got 7 of those. Oops, didn't mean to do that one. And then I'll go back to this one. I think it's more worth to sell veil crystals or make it into the navigation enchants. All depends on the prices. Yes, exactly, Psionics. I'm going to try a bit of both. So I've made a couple of enchants, but I also want to try and sell the ones that I've just picked up cheaply, because I think that's going to be useful to me to get some actual gold in my account now. So we're looking at those weapons and the group operation for that sell enchants. So instead of posting at min price at 110% crafting, you could change this to ignore auctions below min price, which might be better in a situation like this. Looking at some 310 plate gloves that are going for less than 3k. Yep, that sounds interesting. What's the price of the veil crystals? So we'll run another post scan on that. So now, instead of going for the min price, which was 7,300, it's going to ignore the one that's at 5.9 and it's going to go in at the next one, which is 8,500. So that's a better price for it. You don't need to level in charging, craft or sell the crystals, but check if you can make a profit from a craft. Yeah, I would say that's very good advice. Let's get those on. See if we can get some sales. Because that would be a profit at 8,500 of at least 1,000. So that's worth doing. So if we go back and look at the veiled crystals, going for 3k now. Wow, they've dropped considerably. So what I would do here is say, okay, I want to come in on this and see if I can pop some on. There's no real need to pretty stack these. How many have I got? I've got 14. I don't want to do a stack of 14 though. I want to keep some of them to myself. So I'm going to try a stack of 5. Now what would the auction house price for that be? Let's have a look. So let's go to the standard user interface. Auctions. Go to my bag. Veiled crystals. Can't see them. Here they are. Veiled crystals. So stack size, price per unit. Say we're going to go for something like 6,000 for 24 hours. Say that was 5,000. Stack size of 5. Number of stacks 1. Deposit is only saying 1 silver. So that's quite reasonable, really. It doesn't change with the duration either. They were in the upwards of 4 to 5k just a few days ago. Okay, they've dropped quite a bit then. Interesting. Slowly being undercut over and over. I guess as more and more people are getting hold of things. Click enter at the stack size. Yep, that doesn't change it. It's still the same. So the pricing of that is actually okay from looking at that. So going back to my original one here of $4.3, actually that's interesting. Where's my gold just gone down to? Because that was quite a bit higher than that. That was at 4,450. Oh, we did buy some things, didn't we? Of course, we bought these veil crystals, these that went down, so that would make sense. So I'm going to go in here. And then we're going to go in for, instead of 14, I'm going to keep some, I'm going to go in at 5 and post them in just under. There we go. Let's try that. There's me, should be. No, why am I not in there? 1 stack of 5. Let's do a reload and another search. See if that works. Yeah, so if it's only a small profit. Oh, I guess it only changed for specific materials like ore, yeah. It would seem so. But for some reason mine didn't seem to come through there. Let's just check. Veiled crystals. So my post didn't come in, my stack of 5. Have I still got them in my bags? Did they not actually get posted? Yeah, I still got the 14 in my bags. Let's try that again. So we can click on that, click on post, change that to 5, press enter, click post. Now I heard the gold go, so do a rescan. Okay, must have just bugged out or something. There I am. 1 stack of 5. See if anyone would like those at that price. It'll be interesting if they do, because you don't see many stacks of 5. They're up here at 8,000. I'll try that, see if I get any bites. That's an issue at the moment. I have to post almost every third post twice. Oh, right, okay. That's the first time I've really encountered that one. Zanzlara enchanting still only at 64. Yeah, my enchanting at the moment, what is it? I think it's a similar level actually. Yeah, 66. So it was at 64 and then it only just went through. Now there are some new things that you can get at enchanting level 75. The pacts you can do, which is worth doing for leveling to get you up to 75. So it's worth doing any rings if you can that are a profit, not rings, weapon enchants that are a profit. So maybe something like the siphoning. Have I got any of those up? Currently at 6.8. The deposit for the crystals was only 1 silver, so that was actually quite cheap. So I would possibly make another one of these. Probably not that much, because it's the quick and the deadly and the navigation ones that seem to sell more. Hey Telesig, how are you? I haven't got the mount yet. We're still stalled at around this 4.3 million mark. We've been at this for since BFA came out. We've literally just been buying things and selling things, and we've stayed level. We haven't gone up, we haven't gone down, but we've also been leveling our professions up. So I've kind of been stuck for a little while. I would like to redress this though, of course. The ring packs chance going for 15k on your server. Okay, so there's an option there, is to try and power your way through and get a few of these going. I mean, I'm tempted to do a whole load more of these deadly navigations to see if I can get myself up to there. We need to be 75. So if we were to 6, 7, 8, 9 I can make the deadly navigation. Queue those up. Take a jab at those packed ones. Yeah, I mean, looking at the same here, if I was to craft these using what I have got, I haven't got quite enough to do all of these. We're up to 69, 70. You can always get Mark of Honours to craft the wand to level up enchanting. Also, any rare plant will give you a Veil Crystal. Good idea, Rashid. 3, 2, 1. Actually, I think I have got exactly 9 of these. 74, 75. Exactly. That was lucky from the Veil Crystals. So we could post those on. Run a post scan. Hey Totems, how are you? Run a post scan on those. Can we post those up? You're throwing all your stock away. The day the raids come, the price will be 2 to 3 times the price. You reckon, Severi? Well, it's interesting. I could try putting them on, and if they sell for this price, then great. If they don't, then I'll keep them until the raid comes out. The future is here. You could also go level up. Hope you loot something to disenchant. Yes. Yokai Play, how are you? Nice to catch me live. Well, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Yeah, they will sell. I believe you, Severi, because I know you know about the enchants from earlier, but I've got them there and I want to sell them now, and then I want to make some more and sell them some more. So I'm willing to go and try and sell them now, and make some more and sell them again. Because I don't think they're all going to sell. But I'm going to post them on anyway for the moment. Also likely to be a cluster supply raid release, many people stocking up in the meantime. Absolutely, Rasheen. You do use whichever is useful to you. Alright, Oreos, how are you? Have a rare visit by Oreo. He doesn't normally come to me whilst I'm streaming. He's very camera shy. Yeah, he's gone away now. Gone under his chair. The rings for 55k for a game started undercutting by 10k. Yeah. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Is getting the hard undercuts. So we also need to just check whilst I'm here. We've got those. Have I restocked on my tailoring? Now you're saving for the big reset. We'll empty the auction house of crystals before the reset. Good idea. I think you're going to have a good mark on that market, Severi. I haven't quite got the gold to pump into that because I'm saving up for the mount. But I wish you all the best in it. Right, we're doing tailoring next. So restock those. Hexweave bag, if we can do one. How are we doing? Oh, we've nearly got enough. Let's try another hexweave cloth. And then go back to that. There we go. Is it worth braces or should you... Oh, it makes goals. Is it worth disenchanting braces or should you just scrap them? Do both totems. Disenchant the blues and scrap the greens. I just found a rare enchanting formula in your bag. Enchant boots boar speed. Should you try and sell it or perhaps learn it and sell the enchants themselves? The formula is 75k. That's an interesting one, the boar speed, because there are a number of boot enchants that give you a speed boost. And boar's speed, I think, is one of those ones. You can get the other ones quite easily. So it may be better to try and sell the formula to a collector if you don't want to collect it yourself. I missed the references, but it sounds like fun. Right, let's go collect up these. And then we'll be done with the restocks. And then we can go over and look at making some more crafted honourable combatant stuff. Let's get from the guild bank Sorcerous Earth, Bolt of Frostweed, Bolt of Ember Silk. Go back to that, close that down, move that up, take that down, make 3 of those. Newvin, how are you? Have a question. Am I posting honourable gear one by one manually, or do you have a group in TSM? If you do, can you show how you organise it and its operation? Of course, Newvin, I can show you. I've got it as a group. We have them as individual ones at the moment. I did try it with ignore random enchants, but I think with all the different stats on them, at the moment people are going to want to go for the stats that they want, as there's a load available. So the group I have set up at the moment is BFA tailoring, honourable gear, and then I've manually added in the ones I've been able to make so far. There's a couple more here that I've got that I'd want to add in, add those 2 in. And then the group operation at the moment for auctioning is average DB region and craft min. So I've got a crafting operation of 4 of each. So the posting one for this is currently 48 hours, maximum of 5 on, and the minimum is 100. Is a minimum between either the 110% crafting or 50% the average. That actually should be maximum, because I don't want to go below, not max. There we go, that should be maximum. The maximum between either 110% crafting or 50% of the average between DB market and DB region market average. So that's an interesting one. I wonder why I've done it like that. I've probably taken just a rough ballpark on those. I think I was trying to sell these for less than they were worth at one point. So I would probably change this operation a little bit, because these ones are fine. 200% average of that and 120% the average of that. This one not so much. It's probably not the most appropriate operation to use on that. But it works for the moment, so as I'm undercutting people on it. So that's what I've got for now. We got a pattern deviate scale gloves, 20 silver a few hours ago, which, unless it starts to drop again, is an unavailable recipe. Oh wow, interesting, seahorse. Rule goes, scrap greens for expulsum, decent blues for enchanting materials, depending on your server's prices for enchanting mats, crafting hostile bases. A profitable use for expulsum, yeah. Shouldn't you always have 0.95 to take into account the market cut? Yes, you can do that, Lycam. I tend to boost up my... That's why I have 110% crafting and not 100% crafting. So I kind of include that 0.95 in my crafting percentage. So it's a rough ballpark. It's not exactly the same, but that's how I tend to do it. Stuck leveling, enchanting, and ran out of gloom dust. Oh no. Right, let's just go. How have I got everything? Is that okay? We've got tie spray linen braces. We can disenchant those because they're blue, and we'll need to scrap those. But we also have some honourable combatant stuff here that needs to go on. So let's go do that. Did we actually do our tailoring once we gathered everything? Yes, we did. Okay. Let's get that on then. I'll post those on, and then I'm going to grab myself some more water, and then we're going to move on to Borealis. Or actually we could do with changing, checking our other characters. That's another thing we need to do. 2-3 for the Hexweave bags, that's good. Another deadly navigation there. And Death Silk shoulders, Frost Weapon leggings. They're back up again, that's good. And, oh no, we still got some more. There we go. Okay. Limiting tail and charting whilst turning a profit thanks to your tips. Oh, excellent, Yoko Play. Very glad. Tom Hugh, how are you? Took advice on tailoring your ult, made 100k today. Very nice. Thank you very much. Right, I'm just going to grab some water and I'll be back. Right, I'm back. What did I miss out on? Oh, Bogdalf, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks. Recommend getting involved in Anchorweed too. Yes, I can't buy any of it because it's too cheap, too expensive at the moment. It's doubled since Monday. Yeah, I missed out on that one. I caught Breg's vid too late, unfortunately. So I missed out on that one. They've already gone high on my server. I guess I could go onto Awakening and go and try and collect some up. With my pastebin stuff, does that apply operations to my groups? It was all set to default. It should import my operations as well, but people have been saying that operations aren't being assigned to groups, which I think might be a bug in TSM at the moment. So unfortunately, I'm not sure that's going to work. I wonder if there's a way around it. But it should have the, there's a Blingtron. It should have the operations attached to them. That's how it normally works. We've all got some Hexweave. That's unusual. Okay, so we got, oh, that was a legendary that I've got. Should I disenchant that? Don't really want to. So we'll move on. We've posted all the things we wanted to do. You can't disenchant them. That's no fun. I'll have to vendor it. That would be even worse. Okay, so we'll go to. Let's go to Borealis for a little bit. We're going to go over and just see if we can get some more Expulsum. Of course, don't mind you, Evan. Can you explain about that custom price? Currently using basic prices like 120% crafting, but you want to improve them. You can't vendor it as well. Oh no. But it did have a vendor price on it. I'm going to have to keep it in my bank for prosperity. One of the few legendaries I had. So basic price is like 120% crafting. So yeah, I use the same ones myself. I use a combination between I use crafting, DB market and DB region market average are the main ones I use, and I just use combinations of those using average, min, max and percentages. That's all I do, and I pretty much make it up on the fly depending on what I'm thinking. Thanatos, thank you very much for the follow. Am I using Expulsion for the Honourable Combatant gear? I am at the moment. So that's my main use for it. Wow, it's busy tonight. Lots of people around. I've never seen it this busy. Okay, so we're going to make... have I got enough? I need to get some nylon thread, I think, for my braces. Tight red linen braces. I can make 59 of them. So let's start with those. We've got loads already, so let's just go through these at the moment. So max 120% crafting, 80% DB market as an example. Yes, as a min price, that's quite a good one. And then you can also put in something like, just to catch anything, is vendor sell. Put something like 110% vendor sell in there as well. What is any money in leatherworking? I haven't tried leatherworking yet. Mushy knows a bit about leatherworking. She might be able to advise you. Someone may or may not have released a video today saying flasks will go up to 10k each and normal herbs will go up 200k etc. on every server. Ah, right. So people might be reacting to that one, Rasheen. I know you quite sort of religiously go through all the new videos released and can use your mind to anticipate the markets. Greetings, Ignis, how are you? You can see pots at 10k, but the herbs is too many, you think? Well, it all depends, doesn't it? So, whoops, wrong button. Oh, for those looking for the war headquarters, that's why you trade in your honourable combatant stuff. So, looking at my bags, we're going to disenchant all of these blues, because we can use those for our Umbra Shards and Gloom Dust. Can you explain it a little? Is operation to check which price is higher and post item spaces on that info? The crafting ones usually used, the 110% crafting ones usually used as a min price one, because you don't want to sell something for less than it costs you to make it. And then if you use a max operation and use, as Jack said, the DB market, then you can look at the market on your server and make sure you don't go below a certain threshold, like 80% of DB market. And using the max between the two means you're making sure that your minimum isn't going to be any less than the highest of those two. And it's not good practice to tell your viewers something like that, because they kind of trust you. Oh, right. Did you mean about the flasks and things? Or did you mean about the mindset? Got your second 120 in a few minutes? Oh, wow, excellent, Ignis. I can't fit it all, but this is in the last 7 days. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Server economy can be vastly different. Alright, I missed a few things. Hold on, there we go. To my expectation, but coming at fixed prices, Matt's unusable only, so I don't agree with that. Okay. There we go. Server economy can be vastly different. There we go. Okay, right. You can't say certain items will go to a fixed price on every server, because if you just look at it, your realm, it's totally different. Yeah, totally agree with you on that, Rasheen. Yes, every server is very, very much different. Okay, what have we got here? Briarback shoulder pads of the Fire Flash and gauntlets of the Harmonious. A plate and a leather. So the plate might give me some ore, and the leather should hopefully give me something useful. And what's this down here? Tide Blood Band. That's a 214. Okay, let's try them. Queue them up. Okay, let's go scrap. Let's see what we get. Oh, actually, you need to move my window over so I can see what I get. There we go. So, Expulsum, Bloodstained Bone, that was one of the new things. And Durable Flux. And we got some Monolite Ore, another 2 of those, so that's useful. What do you use tailoring for to earn 100k? I'm guessing the honourable combatant stuff. With my Expulsum here, I'm going to be making some honourable combatant stuff myself. I don't have the full rank 3s, unfortunately, because I didn't do much PvP, but I'm working on that. Even with my limited PvP skills, I've been able to collect some up. No Expulsum yet. There's one. Hopefully we can get some more going. More tie spray linen coming back, more nylon thread coming back. You sent all your greens to one guy and scrapped. Yeah, you want to scrap it, all your greens onto the person who's going to get the Expulsum. It's important to remember that. Because once you pick it up, it's soulbound. With my hat on and Pierre out, it's hard to tell if I'm scrapping for your greens or cooking them for dinner. I'll be scrapping a bit and cooking them. Oh, we got Expulsum and Monolite Ore in that last ring. That was handy. Okay, so I'll move that back over. There we go. Yeah, that's one way of eating your greens, isn't it? I've still got some tight... Have I still got some nylon thread on me? Yeah, I've got plenty of nylon thread, so it's the Tide Spray linen I need to go pick up some extra of, which is in my guild bank. So if I bring up the mobile banking, that should make it easier. Okay, Salamo, thank you very much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Very kind of you to say so. Where's my tide spray? There's some. Tide, there it is, the rest of it. Let's take some of this. Running should be considering a different profession. Leatherworking also helps your hunter. Yeah, I mean it's worth, if you've invested in it already in the previous expansions, it's worth keeping hold of. Rings and trinkets give as well, so 100% when scrapped, so always scrap them. Oh, interesting. I never knew that. Alright, okay, so how many more can we make? Another 69. Let's have a look at this. Run through those. I've not been buying any greens myself, Sacco, but I do believe you need to just work out the price of Expulsum for, is it roughly 6? Is that roughly 6 for anything? Or is that just on bracers, I wonder? I wonder how you could work out the price for it. Always torn between scrapping and disenchanting. Gloom dust can be spendy though. Yeah, I mean it's a balancing act between the two. Do you need the Expulsum or do you need the gloom dust? Do I buy the tide spray on the auction house? Yes, I do, and the average price of my tide spray at the moment is 8 gold. So, which is quite pricey actually. The person who posted 48 stacks of 200 riverbirds just took them off the auction house before they expired, before he was able to bid on them cheap. Oh no, Rashid. I did that once. I took something off, not realising that you could when someone had bid on something, and so I missed out on a sale of something. Reset new items. Let's disenchant these. Get myself some gloom dust. And then we'll go ahead and scrap some more and see how much honourable combatants we can make. We've got 4 Expulsum at the moment, so this should hopefully get me another 4. Be nice. Keep at it. Really enjoyed crafting this expansion. Yeah, it's been a mixed one, this expansion so far for me. I have enjoyed I enjoy crafting anyway on the whole, so I think it's a good thing. Right, it's a good thing to have something new to make, and the markets are changing. You have a price of 35 gold per bloodstained bones. Okay, interesting. Let's just get my bags up so I can see the Expulsum. We're still at 4. Let's move the chat. Actually, let's leave it there for the moment. Do we know if the blue procs of the cheaply crafted items always disenchant into Umbra shards? I think they do. I haven't seen anything that doesn't, but then I've been doing the same thing again and again, so that would explain it. Sometimes you get gloom dust as a plus or an Umbra shard. Well, that's good to know. Right, busy scrapping at the moment. I wonder how much Expulsum we'll get, and then what can we make? I'll have to check my list. I have got a crafting operation to make 4 of each of the honourable combatant stuff, so it'll be interesting to see how many we can make. I know someone killed the Silkweave Sexual Market. Oh no! You could always buy some out and start again. It's possible to reset it depending on how the Shalderai Silk is doing on your server. Alright, we've got some expulsum there for sure. We have 16 expulsum now. Very nice. Okay. And can we make some more braces with what we've got left? We can make another 6 braces, so let's do those. They're going for less than 200, usually 350. Yeah, so your options are you could buy them up and repost them on. And make sure you also control the Shalderai Silk market. Make sure you buy all the cheap ones there. Or you could just post yours on and wait for them to be bought. Wrong button. There we go. Just enchant that one. And then we'll get that queued up. Scrap those. That's a lot of satchels, so probably around like 300. Okay, it depends on how quickly they will sell on your server. I mean, that's a fair amount for sure. I certainly wouldn't be doing it on my server because they don't shift that fast for me. But yours is obviously different, so it's whether you'd want to invest that much gold. So looking at all of these, let's see what our group would do if we were to restock on the honourable gear. Let's turn that tailoring off. Up to the top. So just the honourable gear. We don't have anything on there to restock. That's interesting. Is that because I've not got them on as random enchants now, or have I actually got more than 4 on? That's the other option. Who's relatively quickly can sell 20 satchels a day? Oh, actually, that's quite a decent amount then. Buying greens for 100 gold in trade. So many people are trying to scam you. Oh no. Someone else undercut and killed the Death Silk Shoulders too. They were going for 1600 and they were going for 75 each. I know. I've had similar with a couple of those things. So what should I make honourable combatants wise? So I'm thinking I must have some of these already. I don't want to do the cloak. I want to avoid the cloak. The prices have gone down on these actually, interestingly. I have 3 of these on the auction house. The mittens, so let's queue up another one of those. What are we missing? Nylon thread, that's easy enough. And then the other one here is the satin boots, which was not a profit before. So let's queue up one of those. How many have we got actually of the boots? We've got 4 in the auction house already. Now these are saying not a profit, but it all depends on what you can sell. Because the crafting cost is 7,600, but it depends on which one you can make. But I'll stick with the 2 at the moment. So we just need some nylon thread for those. So let's go off and get some. You like buying silk so much, even if it's just a stockpile it. Yeah, because if you can get it under 242, you can just... let's get at least a couple of stacks of this, I think. There we go. There we go. It's been loading up on all the shell silks, just using for satchels, which should make some pantaloons now since you have excessive silk. Yeah, if you've got the time to do it, Cyanix, definitely. Some sort of normal market area though for prices tank an item. It's easy accessible and overhyped. More than actual demand there is for those prices will always tank. Yeah, I think that's pretty true, Rasheen, especially if it's easy to get hold of and easy to do. So I should, yep, there we go, it's updated. Should be able to make a couple of these. Oh, we got an epic one. Satin boots of the quick blade. That should hopefully sell for a bit more. What's the price on that? Satin boots of the quick blade. Min buyout has got 32,000 on that. My min max normal is... where's my min max normal? I don't have one. Because I haven't added it in, that's why. That would make sense, because I need to add it into a group. Hey, right one too, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's go in and go to our groups, and we'll go to our honourable gear. We'll add in the epic one. There we go. Can easily apply that to mats. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, let's say. If you like to get items cheaper, reset the market to a ridiculously high price. People will go and get a lot of that item in hopes to sell it for a lot of gold. It's easily accessible. The market will soon be flooded more than demand is for. Prices crash, and then you buy the cheap mats. Certain amount of server population. Fair enough, yeah. I can see the logic in that one, certainly. So, looking at this epic 310, now my min-max normal is, min is 16, normal is 38, and max is 64. Whether it actually sells for that much, I don't know. We were talking about things that are common and easily available, that something gets hyped, like the secret waste of time achievement thing, and then people severely undercutting things just because it's so easy to get hold of and easy to craft. Pumpkin Berry, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, Farah, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, it is quite late actually, looking at that. I need to get these on. What else can I make Tide Spray wise? Not Tide Spray, Honourable Combatants wise. So we just made boots. So let's make another one each of the boots and mittens. So that was boots, we're going to queue that one up. And mittens, we'll queue that one up. Make a couple more. Lasted a day or two. They're still selling good. Made a killing the first few days on them. Yeah. Let's fire flash that one. And another fire flash. Okay. Let's see if those go. Just in it. Thank you very much for the follow. Very good to make notes of all the hyped items. They tend to sell very well after a while when people have forgot to craft them. Yeah, that's another one. Because I'm still selling Shadowweed masks. Even after the initial hype. Okay, so I think I've got everything I want here at the moment, so let's half back to the auction house. We need to just make sure my groups are set up. Oops, there we go. For the honourable gear, we've got another one, a new one. Satin mittens can go in, and then we're going to half back. Okay, so Alex, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. So I won't be too much longer myself, actually. Just going to go through, and I think I could do with just quickly, he says, famous last words, quickly checking my other characters and reposting their auctions on. So let's post up the things that we've just made. This honourable combatant stuff. Oh, there's someone got a spider. Let's go around the corner, post this up. Squirrel time, exactly. Let's see how quickly I can be quick. Run a post scan on those. That's what you saw. Saw my husband and come back to bed 2 hours later. Not just me then. Okay, so some interesting things here. Normal price and current price are decent. That's undercutting the competition. So let's post these on. Done with those. People selling very honest cheaper than they buy it from the vendor, because people make videos about how great it is to sell. Yeah, so everyone hopped onto that train. Yeah, people do tend to like to jump onto the hype train because people are not sure what to do. So they look out for these things in the hope that they can make a bit of quick gold. Spoken TSM would not check for epic version of an item. There was Ignis. But I think it's been fixed now, because that was working for me just then. So we're done with Samadan for now. I think there was some stuff in the mail, wasn't there? A couple of the honourable combatant stuff. And we also got these. Weirdly, why are those through? I think I've had this before. It seems like a weird thing that if you filled up your bags whilst you're crafting something, they get sent to you now. Oh, Regalthus, thank you very much. 2 months. That's amazing. Thank you for your continued support. Very, very kind of you. It's a whole load of chef's hats and a Samathumbs squirrel. I like it, right one too. Okay, so with those posted, let's just have a check on everyone else. See how they're doing. Earthen, a few different things. What have we got? We had mainly sort of old world transmoggy stuff. Next up, icon of squirrel. Yeah, that's definitely on the cards. Squirrel. Well, I'd like to do a Pierre one as well. Hey, Kuturus, how are you? Yep, I've been live for nearly 3 hours now, so I will be finishing up once I've done my characters. But and Evia, how are you? But that may take longer than I anticipate. Let's try this. Let's see how we go. Let's get the expires. A lot of this is all crafted dreadful and malevolent stuff. What custom price do I use for my Expulsum? I use one that Jack provided on his website. I believe Jack should have the exact link to it, which is a price string based off of the price of the bracers, because I make them as a tailor, and I use them for the Expulsum. Not making money yet, but soon I hope. Excellent. Well, so thank you for my videos, learning a lot. So you're more than welcome. There you go. Thank you, Jack. Yes, it's a long journey. I've been doing this for just over a year now, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it. Okay, we've got some gold. What did we sell? Dread leather pants, of all the things. Wasn't expecting that. So we'll take that. Thank you very much. How much gold have we got now? 7,000. Okay, we'll keep hold of that for now. So let's go post this lot on. Run a post scan. Jack is here as well. A squirrel. Another squirrel. Right. Everything else. That bear tartar I'm sure isn't going to sell, but we'll keep it on. I have not got my mount yet, Evia. It's we're still stuck at 4.3 million. I didn't do any leveling either, Mushy. I've literally just done all my stuff on the auction house today. Lots of reposting and working on the restocking of things and the enchanting stuff and the tailoring. It's tough to keep away from buying WoW tokens now when the prices are so amazing. Yeah, tend to push the buy button once more than they should. Yeah, it's very easy. No worries, Mushy. I'll have to come back and do it another time. Maybe I'll fit in some... I didn't even do any battlegrounds today. So I'm just going to go through post on. These have all expired, so I want to make sure everyone's got them on. Because you never know. I might sell one of these, like I just did. So it's worth keeping them on, because that was an extra 3,000 gold I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to run through these and check on everyone. I mean, eventually I'd like to level these up, but we first need to do Samadan. We're a long way off doing this kind of stuff with the number of hours I get to play. I can really only focus on one character, and even that my leveling is slow because I'm spending so much time on the auction house. So maybe I'll dedicate a bit more time tomorrow to leveling. Although, that said, I may be on a bit later tomorrow because I'll be out and about. Oh, we've got some more sales. Elixir of Wisdom there. So let's take the expires. That was a good one. What else have we got here? I should really restock on these, but I'm literally just going to repost tonight. Anadronic Water Walking Elixir and more Mountain Silver Sage. Okay, at a very nice price, 184 gold. Let's take those. That takes me to 12,000 gold, so that's a bit more I can send on to Samadan a bit later. I'll run a post scan with what we got for the moment. The Elixir of Wisdom. That's a question for you, Jack. You know, it was on your recommendation to do the Elixir of Wisdom, wasn't it? I believe it's used in something. Leatherworking, as Mushy says. So there's a few things on here. A lot of this I don't really need. A lot of this was leveling stuff. But Jack's got a very nice list of things on his website, which we linked to earlier. Have a look there. He's got a post on elixirs, and he's got a post on transmutes, which is very much recommended if you want to do any of the old world alchemy stuff. There we go. Thank you, Jack. So that's lot posted on. Let's go straight out into El Morte, my transmute master and miner extraordinaire when it comes to Pandarian mining. And then that should be me done for the time being. There's always so much to do. I never quite get as much done as I wanted to get done. So let's have a look. And we have 432 gold here. What have we got? What sold for 432 gold? Since you don't PvP much anymore these days, just found switching to Shadow was much more relaxing and fun, and to just get the marks you needed. Oh right, interesting. I haven't done Shadow in a while. A Master Mana Potion sold. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't matter how much your gear or anything. You know you die a lot, but it's more relaxing. Oh, okay. It's always worth trying it out. We've got Hikili as the add-on to help me with my Shadow. Although I'm fairly comfortable with Shadow, I did do it a fair amount. Oh, that's invalid, the Primordial Ruby, because your normal price is lower than your minimum price. So Primordial Rubies, my minimum price is 482, and my normal price is 429. My crafting cost is 321. So that would be why. And then the min buyout's gone down to 329, so I'll just leave that for now. There's no point trying to fight over scraps like that. Prices on those have definitely tanked, it would seem. While Jade, that's okay. Sun's Radiance is okay. As in, we, you all, or die all the time. Oh, right. Oh, I don't mind that. I don't mind saying I die a lot. I kind of have that as taken as read. Let's post that lot on. And we have 5,000 gold on us, so that's a fair amount. Right. That actually was quite quick. I didn't do any daily cooldowns or restocks because I know that would just be a squirrel too far tonight, and I could do with finishing off. So I want to say a big thank you everyone who's hung out in the stream tonight. Let's see if we can find someone to host. Who have we got on? We have a number of people. I see Profits is on. I haven't hosted Profits in a while. Your favourite is still on? Who's that mushy? Is that Blah? Blah's on. Blah Cal Gaming. Yeah. I see he's on there. Yeah. So there's a choice between Profits or Blah. Let's do... Well, let's do... I haven't done Profits in a while, so I'll do Blah another time. So I'll try and spread the love between people. Okay, so there we go. Right, let's set this up. There we go. So I will be back on tomorrow. I may not be my normal 9:30 time. It may be as late as 10:30, so I may be up to an hour late. So bear that in mind tomorrow. But other than that, I should hopefully get on. Blah's channel is Blah Cow Gaming. So BLAH like you got there, and then Cow and Gaming. Midday here in America, so it's good. Yes, the joys of different time zones. So thank you all. Have a lovely evening or afternoon, and I shall hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, have a lovely time gold making, and I'll see you very soon.